In the dense, humid rainforests of southern Costa Rica lies one of the world's greatest archaeological mysteries: giant stone spheres perfectly round, eerily placed, and older than anyone can explain. Some are small enough to fit in your hand. Others weigh more than a car. But who made them? Why were they created? And what secrets have they kept hidden for over 1,000 years? Welcome to Urban Lore, your guide into the eerie, the forgotten, and the unsolved. Today, we dive into the stone spheres of Costa Rica, a collection of over 300 mysterious artifacts that have puzzled archaeologists, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike. Often called Las Bolas, these enigmatic monuments have sparked debates about a lost civilization, possible ancient technologies, and even connections to extraterrestrial visitors. Some believe they were sacred symbols. Others think they were star maps. But the truth is far stranger and far more silent than fiction. Discovery of the spheres. In the early 1930s, as the United Fruit Company cleared land for banana plantations in the Diquís Delta region of southern Costa Rica, workers stumbled upon something incredible: massive, smooth, stone balls buried just beneath the soil. Thinking they might contain gold, some workers blew them open with dynamite, destroying irreplaceable relics in the process. But what remained was even more puzzling. Dozens of nearly perfect stone spheres, some as large as 8 feet in diameter and weighing up to 15 tons. Their shapes were astonishingly symmetrical, crafted with a level of precision rarely seen in pre-Columbian civilizations. Soon, more spheres were discovered across the region, often arranged in lines, triangles, or seemingly deliberate groupings. Many had been moved from their original locations. Others were relocated as lawn decorations or placed in front of government buildings and museums, adding to the confusion about their original meaning. Material, craftsmanship, and mystery. What makes these spheres even more fascinating is the material and technique used to create them. Most were carved from granodiorite, a hard, igneous rock not naturally found at every discovery site. This suggests the stones were transported over long distances, possibly requiring large teams and coordinated effort, without the use of the wheel, metal tools, or draft animals. So how were these pre-Columbian people able to shape them with such accuracy? Experts believe the ancient artisans used a combination of chipping, grinding, and polishing, methods that would have taken years to produce a single sphere. Yet we're talking about hundreds of them, all with remarkable consistency. Some are so perfectly round, modern laser measurements show only millimeters of variation. This level of sophistication begs the question: what was their purpose? Why go to such lengths to create stone objects with no obvious utility? Some archaeologists believe the spheres had cosmic or ritual significance, possibly serving as boundary markers, social status symbols, or spiritual offerings. Others suspect they were aligned with celestial bodies, similar to how Stonehenge or the pyramids of Giza relate to solstices and star patterns. Unfortunately, many of the spheres were found out of context, making it difficult to reconstruct their original layouts. This means that much of the knowledge we could have gleaned from their placement is lost forever. Who were the Diquis people? To understand these spheres, we must look into the culture that likely created them: the Diquis people. This ancient civilization flourished between 700 and 1500 AD in southern Costa Rica, especially along the Diquis River. They are considered one of the most complex and advanced societies of pre-Columbian Central America. Though the Diquis left behind no written records, their intricate pottery, gold work, and advanced agriculture suggest a sophisticated worldview. Archaeological studies link the spheres to the Diquis due to their proximity to settlements and ceremonial sites, but there is no definitive proof. Some speculate the spheres were arranged in connection with tribal leadership, with each stone representing a ruler, clan, or spiritual power. Others argue the spheres served as a form of astronomical calendar, with alignments marking equinoxes or important seasonal changes. And then there are the more fringe theories. Could the spheres have been geoglyphs only visible from above? Are they remnants of a forgotten global civilization, similar to the builders of Easter Island or the pyramids? Or were they simply territorial markers placed by early civilizations to lay claim to land? Even today, there are far more questions than answers. Modern theories and controversies. As archaeologists continue to study the stone spheres of Costa Rica, modern theories have emerged, some grounded in science, others bordering on the speculative. One theory suggests the spheres represent celestial bodies, a kind of model of the cosmos made by the Diquis. This aligns with similar theories about megalithic structures across the world that seem oriented toward the stars. If true, the spheres could have functioned as part of a ceremonial calendar, tracking the sun, moon, or planetary movements. But other experts challenge this. The fact that most spheres were removed from their original locations decades ago makes it almost impossible to determine their intended orientation. Without contextual data, aligning them with the stars becomes speculative at best. Then there's the enduring idea that the spheres are geographic markers, points in a lost network connecting key locations in the region. Some researchers have even proposed they could be part of an ancient navigation system, though there's no hard evidence to support this. Outside academia, conspiracy theorists have claimed the spheres are proof of ancient aliens, Atlantis, or a global prehistoric society. These ideas are often dismissed by scholars, but their popularity speaks to the deep mystery surrounding these objects. To this day, no definitive answer exists about who made the spheres, how they were shaped so precisely, or what purpose they served. Preservation and UNESCO recognition. In recent years, efforts have been made to preserve what's left of this mysterious legacy. In 2014, 4 sites containing stone spheres and related archaeological features were declared UNESCO World Heritage Sites. This recognition has brought global attention to the significance of the spheres, not just as physical artifacts, but as cultural windows into a forgotten civilization. At sites like Finca 6, visitors can now walk among the spheres in their original context, giving a much-needed sense of scale and placement. Museums in Costa Rica are working to educate the public about the Diquis people and discourage the illegal trade or removal of these stones. However, many spheres remain unprotected in private hands, parks, or even in front of businesses, fading slowly into obscurity. Conservationists argue that without urgent action, more of these artifacts may be lost forever. Silent guardians of a forgotten past. The stone spheres of Costa Rica are more than just geological oddities. They are silent guardians of a vanished culture, one that left no writing, no recorded language, and very few clues. Were they symbols of power, sacred instruments of time, or remnants of something even stranger, something we've yet to understand? Perhaps that's what makes them so fascinating. In a world where science explains nearly everything, these ancient orbs remain defiantly mute, challenging us to keep asking questions. Their mystery is a reminder that not all knowledge is preserved in books or written in stone. Sometimes it's shaped into a perfect sphere and buried in the earth waiting to be rediscovered. If you're drawn to the strange, the haunting, and the unexplained, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Urban Lore, and together, we'll keep exploring the shadows of history, one mystery at a time.